Hello, everyone, and welcome back. We are back on to the Nerd 2.0, brought to you by MOBA Legends 5v5 and presented to you by WarDrum Games. So, all after all the fights, after all the skirmishes from the top 32 teams from the underdogs, we are finally here on to the finals of the underdog tournament. So, Wikiki will be going up against Team Hook by Chance. So, Wikiki, they were quite dominant. According to my sources, they were quite dominant onto the uh, qualifier phases and they have made it onto the finals. Meanwhile, Team Hook by Chance also, they have fought their way onto the finals. But, uh, according to my sources, once again, Wikiki is apparently of an all-star kind of a team according to them, and hook by chance we have seen them onto the global leaderboards and they were quite a dominant team. So this will be a best of 7 series, 4 games. The team which takes the 4 victories will be the one who will be taking on the finals of the underdogs. I'll be your host Tami, and joining me will be Zivo as well as Devi. So
You mentioned they have been so good onto the heroes that they usually go for. It's kind of they're the one normalizing going for the comforts over the metas, and I think that this is their element of surprise that we are going to be seeing too. So hook by chance they are banning out 3 heroes already, Itami. The ninja, it's gone.
yeah, the Naruto collab as well as the Hayabusa is gone apparently, and hooked by chance, maybe they have done their homework and they are actually prioritizing the jungle bans apparently. So it is quite valid considering the fact Van Satoru, he is quite comfortable with the assassin junglers apparently, but hook by chance they have the first pick advantage. So the main question here is going to be, as you said, will they go with the mastery over meta kind of a thing, or will they go with the meta picks? Oh, okay, Lucas actually.
Certainly, a Lucas as the first pick, quite strong of a pick, if I have to say, paired with definitely one of the best supports, maybe the Florian out there. But for the side of Wikiki as well, an immediate lock on the Valentina as a as an answer to the Lucas out there, paired with a Moskov quite early of that
Interesting.
marksman. But I guess they are just quite locked on the for achieving the first match at least it seems.
And I think it's kind of a textbook meta where you pick out the Lucas, I'm gonna go for the Valentina because the Valentina does not need to stack up. If whenever she takes the ultimate, the beast from with the IMU, she can definitely utilize it without any stacks. So these have to be the upper hand of being a copycat. So definitely we can use it to the advantage. But I think most of the time they want to go for the something comfort hero, like the Moskov here. So definitely into the first pick, I think it's kind of risky. It's kind of it kind of also means that there kind of any chance that hook by chance will be going for assassins that can literally can dive into your marksman. But I think Mikiki, they trust their goal in.
Okay.
But look at that, the Suyo deny coming through. So Naruto collapse we're gonna be seeing here, Utami.
Exactly. And from the side of Team Wiki, the Suyo Van is, I guess he mostly prioritizes the Suyo onto the jungler. So that is one of his comfortable picks, one thing. Another thing is Suyo is still one of an S tier jungler. So a good advantage for them actually, and they are denying the support heroes that might be coming up. Because with the Lucas, the Matilda, as well as the Florent getting banned out, that is a good idea, I would say, because it would have been providing the mobility as well as those additional heals onto those team fights, which would have been the case. But unfortunately for this game, it's not happening. And hook by chance, for the early as well as on to the mid game control, they have the Lucas, and for the late game, they are trying to rely onto that Sicilian.
Oh, yeah, certainly. Late game security secured up by Sicilian out there. So I guess we are gonna be seeing a Naruto versus Sasuke out there because we've got both of them on both the sides as hopefully they're jungler out there. So it is gonna be quite interesting. But as we go to the second ban phase, right, the high loss ban out, pretty much a really good ban I would say because you would not want to give the high loss onto your enemy given that you've already completed your at least roam as of now and Chow as well. So definitely targeting out the flex heroes, especially the EXP and the roam out there. Same from the side of Team Wikiki as well. So it is gonna be down to how both the roamer and the EXP have, the one with the larger hero pool here.
But we can see Rikiki, they did Lakh out onto the sets here as they do have the damage, they do have the peel, they do have the early game, but they were lacking onto the set.
Okay.
So there we go. The Badang coming into play with a lot of picks here as he has been having a very, very decent win rate in this tournament so far. Into the room, we're going to be seeing that. But onto the other side, Hook by Chance, they decided to go for a completely different kind of metas here. We all know them as a user of comfort heroes, but now they're popping up. They're using all the metas into their advantage, and I don't think that Wikiki would have thought that they would be going for the Phobias as well. But a direct reply, I would say the Phobias going against the CC here. I think it won't be a lane phase. We're gonna be seeing a lot of team fights. The Phobias love the team fights, but the CC loves to go into the lane. So I think it's gonna be an interesting matchup. So far, the lineup is looking so good. Hook by Chance does have a lot of requirements to have the early game as well as the late game.
Yeah, but onto the EXP, the CC is a good answer against that phobia. So onto the laning phase, he will be having that advantage. And hook by chance, one thing I'm kind of surprised is, like Debbie mentioned, they mostly like to prioritize the comfort heroes, but they have decided to go out with the metas this time. So this might be hook by chance onto the tournament mode or something like that. Because this is a composition we mostly see onto the tournament scene. So I was expecting some pocket picks, but unfortunately for this game, they are going out with the metas. But the question is how well they will be able to execute it onto this game.
Oh, yep, certainly. We are about to find that out because the draft is completed and both the teams are definitely logged on to each other. And as of now, I'm really excited looking at the drafts as well. No comfort picks as of now. It's all the meta. So, it's gonna be quite interesting.
Definitely something that we'll be seeing now into this best of 7 series, ladies and gentlemen. We are into the finals of the Underdogs and this North A's tournament. We're going to be seeing two teams by chance versus a Wikiki. It's going to be a similar name and definitely a normal name we're going to be seeing here into the Land of Dawn because right now we have Sakura, not the Sakura, it's the Sasuke versus the Naruto coming into play. Who's going to be winning out? Well, let's wait up and see.
Yep, certainly. We are gonna be seeing out which is gonna be excelling at this battle. But as of now, a lot of skirmishes going around here, and especially in the mid lane, at least. But an Irito going against your Moskov, Debbie. Which one do you think is better?
Iritel against Moscow. I think for the early game, Iritel does have the lead, but we do know that Moscow have a lot of kiting ways. He can blink out, he can knock you away with Spear of Misery time and again. But Joker here, I think he does understand. But look at the middle
Oh,
game. Really might be in trouble here, but not for long.
comfortability wise, yeah, Wiley. Oh, okay, onto the mid. Wiley actually gets taken down off cam. So Hook by chance with the opening for now, and Vansatoru he was trying to engage onto the bot side. Erithel will be going back with some low HP, but the initiation will not be done, and Hook by chance getting the first laugh for them.
Getting the first light, and I think one first kill under 1 minute of this game. So Hook by Chance definitely having the lead, but look at the Hiroshi. I think we have forgotten to mention that Hiroshi is so comfortable onto the healer, but they ban out the healer, so his next comfort is supposedly the CC. But look at that.
Oh,
Oh, Vengeance, first one to use up, and there we go. The Beast form from Naruto out there, popping out the Rasengan as well. Abyss Cheesy cut low, but he will be getting off as both the teams do not suffer much of the consequences.
yeah, and the turtle has been spawned, so both of the teams they are taking their time to contest it. It was only the first blood for now, but Hook by chance they have slight of a gold lead. So I guess Van, as well as if Abyss is onto the position, they will be trying to contest for that turtle. And looks like Hiroshi will be the one getting those pokes first. And initiation might come up from the side of Team Hook by chance, and there we go.
Certainly, initiation out there. First of all, the Inferno Pursuit coming in to zone out Viol while they take out the turtle, right? So Van Satoru definitely hovering on to the back line
Yep.
of the turtle, but once again, Beast Form AOG won't be connecting onto anyone. Viol did use up her IMU, but oh my goodness, out there, Lucas gets taken down in the hands of Sansin with the Moskov. Now the
Oh,
Hyper is
Van.
gone and the turtle going onto the side of Team Wikiki, but they are still going for it. Hiroshi though will be getting away.
Oh, what a good steal. What a good steal. Van Satoru onto his comfort. This is gonna be the Suyu that is gonna be playing the Sasuke here, winning out with the retribution perfectly on time. But it's highly commendable that Sansin with the rotation perfectly on time onto the perfect member. He was able to kite in and take the damage and kill as well. And when you rotate down as a goal laner, you want to have the kills, and he definitely did have that kill. So it's gonna be still worth it. He's gonna be having the goal lead as well. So I think Joker, is trying to catch up with it, but most of the time, I think that for the side of Wikiki here, they just want Fansin to farm, give out the lead and not gang the lane anytime soon because he needs to play it safe, he needs to play it slow.
Yep, and the first turtle as well as one trade for him might be good for the side of Team Wikiki at least for now. But the initiations hasn't been coming up yet, and looks like Hiroshi might be trying to engage. But okay, the Phobius is onto the position, and they have decided to disengage. One thing is they are playing out quite disciplinedly. They are not over engaging any team fights, which is a
Yeah.
good sign, and they are waiting out for their farm to actually pop up. And once they get it, they might be going to try to get some trees for the side.
Already
Oh.
the sun.
Oh my goodness, Van Satoru just out there diving into the turret, but
Oh,
Zoker will be escaping, but Abyss Cheesy gets taken down. A great escape of the AOG from Van Satoru out there, completely utilizing the nimbleness of Suyu out there. So that is 1 point onto the side of Team Hook by Chance.
Yep, at 1 point definitely. But then look at that, the single claws
Oh,
connecting perfectly on time. But
oh,
another one.
oh,
still going for more. It's second class.
Joker.
The vampire, will be getting taken down. Van Satoru followed up by Joker out there. So definitely more and more engages coming in from their side. Still going after Abyss Cheesy. There we go. Lucas definitely trying to go and take Abyss Cheesy down. Okay,
Oh,
gets
good
out the
escape.
but he escapes with
Oh,
oh my goodness! But Viola will be the sacrificial lamb, taking out, saving out Abyss Cheesy. But oh my goodness, still
oh,
going for more. That is the shutdown coming in from Sansin, taking out Lucas. But Hiroshi falls down. A lot of trades coming in from both the teams.
Spear of Destruction right on time actually from Sanson. So that was a good trade, but okay, a pause coming up from one of the teams. Looks like there might be some, miscommunications, but okay. By far, looking at the game, I was expecting Wikiki would have been able to dominate onto the early phases of the game, but hook by chance, they balanced it out with the Lucas. And Lucas, he is getting those kills as well as the trades. So they will be waiting out for Joker to get his core items as well as the Sicilian to be just waiting out for the lead game. And for the side of Team Wikiki, by far, while he is getting popped down a lot, so the contribution from a Amish that is supposed to be coming is not working out at this point.
Definitely, that has to be it. And I think he's just, asserting dominance with the Lucas here from Walana Rhodes. He just wants to say that I am the original one. You can compare me, but you can't be me because we can see right now. I don't think Viley has been using that much to his advantage. Apparently he's just been stealing on to the bases, but he wasn't able to perfectly enter right on time because I think it also has to do with the peel that Wikiki did have, but they weren't able to use it to their full advantage. So I think they have to play a little bit more safely here. And BSTZ, with the change up in his position as well into the room, he is able to perform well, but the stuns, he has to keep on landing all those because not I think, but it's a fact that Wikiki has only him for the set. In fact, Violi, he's always going for the beast, which means damage. So the only set that they have is a BSTZ onto the Badang. But then again, we have a good rotation coming out from the XP laners as well. But Hiroshi, he does not have those CCs that the forest will be able to control. So I think, team fight wise, yeah, I think ITBC, Hook by Chance can definitely take this.
Yeah, true. And Wikiki, their initiations has not been up to the point onto the early phases as well, because the first blood was given to Hook by chance, and as soon as they found their opening, they were able to make more of it. And okay, the pause has been resumed, and there we go. The second turtle will be spawning, and they haven't contested it yet. They are taking their time, but Abyss TZ might be trying to do another initiation before that.
I think he's the only chance, right? He's the only chance for the side of Wikiki here, and if he does make the perfect set, the turtle may be good. Because I think once the Turtle, right, this guy onto the assassins, onto the heroes like the Suyo, he's been so comfortable. He may be able to play around it and even try to go for the steal onto this turtle as well. But look at the setups coming through. The unbreakable Joker also into the position. 5 members actually for the side of
Oh,
Pythons. It definitely is gonna be free here.
objective priority,
Oh yeah.
and there is the engage.
Engage definitely there. Abyss Cheesy is the first one to fall down with that Badang, not being able to do anything as of now. But Hiroshi gets caught up in the Sanguine Close as well. Viol just popping out the IMU with the beast form out there, but he does not have damage. But
Oh,
Sansin gets caught up. Joker gets him down, and although there is one trade of a turret onto the top side for the side of Team Hook by chance, so definitely Vikiki is out there trying to go for equal trades at this point.
And
Oh,
1K goal already. Okay, that was something. But 1K goal lead for the side of Hook by Tons. They are showing all of this potential that they can do with this maps, with this turrets, and they're able to take down so many turrets. But even while Sansin, he's been farming into the top lane and it's just chunking down onto these towers and giving only leaving the inhibitors left for the side of Hook by Tons. They have to enter to this. And what are the builds that's shining upon you, Itami?
Hook by chance, they are finding those trades at least for now, and they are prioritizing those objectives. Okay, the team fives come.
oh, definitely a 1 versus 5 situation, and
Oh,
Phobius will just have to fall down. I mean, that was not the optimal time for team fight, right? But
yeah.
still more engaged. Okay, never mind. They decide to disengage.
Yeah, disengage is what they're gonna be doing because onto the bot side they have Santin doing all the slight pushes because I think that is the only way he'll be able to farm up and he knows that the laning phase is already actually gone and he's been chunking down onto all the towers and to the point that he secured 3 towers into his hands, and which means that Hook by chance they do not have the lead onto the structure wise as well. So meaning that the map control is definitely for the side of Wakiki as of now. Hook by chance, I think they are slowly losing out their control here.
Yeah, kind of agree. Early game wise, they were dominating, and looks like Madara has been spawned onto the land of Dawn,
Oh.
and they haven't, contested it yet, but there might be an engage onto the mid side.
Definitely trying to go for an engage around the Lord, right? But Hiroshi out there. Oh, Bat's Feast gets baited out as well. But the Susano on Sasuke just out there. Madara just got started out by the side of Team Hook by chance. Definitely zoning everyone out from Team Wikiki Viol trying to go for an engage, but no. Although, look at the positioning coming in from Abyss Cheesy out there, though, from the back
Oh,
line.
SOD.
Oh, still SOD definitely connecting, but once again, Beast form getting used up, but Naruto is got quite
Oh, good trade.
low. Viola is the one to take out Sicilian out there,
Oh.
but Hiroshi gets taken down as well with
Oh, oh,
the
oh.
Phobias and the Lucas as well, but oh, this time Sasuke is the one to take down Madara. It is not Naruto. Quite a plot twist coming in, at least for the Naruto story here.
And winning out onto the Lord, taking out the Lord for Van Satoru here. The Lord will be mounting down onto the top lane, which means that they will be using this Lord to their full advantage. But then again, I think it's kind of a messed up situation where the minions are already up, because I think those to the split push potential that Sunset has always been doing, menacing all to the map, and they are able to take down onto the mid tower, which was quite low with just the minions, and the Lord is already coming in. Madara marching down, and I think for Wikiki here, they are sitting in a perfect position where they can try to look for a fight, because at this point, the Trinity is already done for Sunset, and he's gonna be dealing out a lot of damage. Look at
Oh,
that.
oh, Abyss.
Abyss definitely once again caught out for the side of Team Wikiki. Usually Abyss is the first one to get caught and
Oh,
fall down, right? But
Oh!
once again, Ben Satoru out there. Naruto just killing his beloved Sasuke, but once again, another team
Oh.
fight and shutdown coming in for Viola. That was quite the clapback coming in from the side of Team Hook by chance.
good clap back actually, because a 3-4-1 as well as looks like the Sicilian he is stacking up and the damage is coming online. So even if Team Wikiki they are finding the opening, so by chance as soon as they get the trade, they are trying to okay, there might be an initiation, but they have decided to fall back. A good decision coming up from the side of Team HBC. And coming back to the point, Wikiki, the initiations, they were able to get those objectives, but over initiating any team fights might end up costing the members as well. Gatot.
Oh, certainly, that is what Itami is talking about right now. Gadot just faced out the consequences of an over-engaged and Sans.
Oh,
Once again, falling down one more. That is three people down for two people down for the side of Team Wikiki this time. But once again, Beast form coming out. Rasengan not on point. Viol gets taken down as Joker gets the double. But Ben Satoru out there gets it shut down onto Joker with his archer, with his arrow out there, quite the snipe coming in, but still going after Naruto does not get the blue buff that he anticipated.
Yep, a perfect maneuver done by Van Satoru here. And you want to do this kind of plays when you are onto a assassin, and definitely you have the skills and the mechanics to do so. And I think he is able to get onto the level when he was actually a level behind. He was able to farm up quite well, and Mulana roads here onto the Lucas at this point hasn't been able to reach out the perfect level 15. But yeah, that a good start for the Suyo here. But look at that, the builds coming through for Moskov. Santin already gotten the the four builds already. But meanwhile, we cannot forget that it's also into the hands of Zoka that the damage are coming in, and he also already gotten the Win of Nature. So this time around, I don't think Avanza Toro can go for that kind of place anymore.
Mhm.
oh, initiation once again. Hiroshi goes down onto the pro. Looks like Hook by chance they will be contesting the Lord first. Van is no way near, but he is still onto the mid, but he doesn't have the vision he needs. And look like Team Hook by chance they will be contesting for the Lord onto the Lord cam. Okay, they are able to take it down. The
Oh,
team fight comes up.
oh, certainly. But
Oh, Sansin.
they should be focusing onto the bottom lane as well, because Sanson just pulled out the classic Moskov move onto their side. But top lane, once again, Joker is caught up with the IMU, but ALG onto the back line as well. Gets the taunt. Van Satoru gets taken down. Viol gets the killing spree, but Phobius falls down for the side of Team Hook by chance. Oh, there we go. Cecilian has to flicker out to get away from the Moscow, but oh my goodness, Sunseed. The amount of damage this guy is dishing out. He
He
needs to
doesn't have the
focus on the base here,
minions.
because
Onto the
there
base.
are.
Onto the base.
Oh, the base is wide open. But then again, Abyss TZ is there with the fist break coming in.
Oh,
Joker
oh,
might fall
Joker.
down. He
Oh!
does fall down in the hands of Hiroshi, but oh my goodness, just in time. Madara just got prevented from destroying another village.
So
Mm-hmm.
close, yet so
That was
far.
close. I think Sansin, almost make a slight blunder, but there was a little bit of a micro decision coming out from him as well, trying to recall perfectly on time, and his team was able to hold it a perfect one at that. If it was planned or not, we wouldn't know because it was too perfect for me, for my liking. But look at that, he's just trying to do the our lane push again, the split push. It's gonna be so annoying for Hook by Chance here because they are a team set up for to stay together. And look at that, Abyss,
Abyss,
my bad.
Abyss.
Oh my
Oh,
goodness. Abyss once again caught up, but he does get away once again, though. Infernal Pursuit onto the back line, but Warrior will be getting taken down. But Sansin does escape with that scissor of HP, but no, my goodness, Pritam will be falling down. And that is two people down for the side of Team Hook by chance. Once again, Joker out there going after. CC is after him, pops out the Wind of Nature as well, gets surrounded by four people, but Yoshi will be the one to take Joker down. Now two-person remaining. Oh, okay. Once again, another engage this time. The blue side might be the one to get out as
oh,
there we
minions,
go. Four
minions,
people
minions,
left for the
minions.
side of team, but there are no minions. Sanson is there definitely getting out the minions, but
Oh,
Warrior is
oh,
the
oh,
only
oh.
one remaining
Oh,
to defend the base right onto the base lock, and team
Wikiki. Yep.
Wikiki just takes the first victory of this best of seven series.
Early game, they were kind of fumbling it up, but onto the mid as well as onto the late is where they shine. So Sansin, he did a tremendous job with doing those split pushes, and it completely worked out onto their favor. A tough match, but still the victory going for the side of Team Wikiki for the first game. And the best of seven series is still not over. So, that might be a opening eye for the side of Team Hook by chance, or maybe not, because onto the second game, there needs to be some changes that they need to be making actually.
And a lot of changes they need, but I think the draft is actually quite looking fine for me for both of these teams, Hook by Chance as well as Wikiki here. But the problem with the combination of Hook by Chance is that they do have a composition which goes for staying together, coming in a position where they go for total team fights all together in one place. But for the side of Wikiki here, they have Sansin onto the Moskov, who's always gonna be doing the split push potential that the Moskov always usually do, and he has been always doing that. Go to the top lane, clear it out. Go to the bottom lane, clear it out, and to the point that he's got all the goals in the world, and he was selling out the boots into the end and built out onto that Magic Blade as well, the Rose Gold Meteor. So definitely one thing that Hook by Chance will have to focus on. They need to have an answer for that Moscow phase, and they needed something like a high macro mage, but they did not have that. So this time around, I think they need to step up the game, and be able to draft accordance to what the opponent is drafting.
Kind of true. And, by chance, they had a lot of openings onto the early game phases actually. And one thing is, their early game potential was high. The Lucas, it was keeping up,
Yeah.
but as much as the game was progressing, it was Team Wikiki who was showing more of their discipline compared to Team Hong by chance for the first game at least. And they will be getting the victory, but the series is yet to be over, and hopefully Hook by chance will be bouncing back from this, and we will be having some kind of competition onto the best of seven series, because let's be honest, nobody likes a best of seven series completely being one-sided.
Yep, yep, yep.
Uh,
Certainly. I mean, who wants a 4-0 clean sweep when you can just go all out in an all battle, going for a 3-3, and then last match just boom. The match. We all love a match that is unpredictable, and
mhm.
it was quite the same situation for the first match as well because both the teams they were having their own flow back and forth, getting passed on, but it was in the last moment clutch from the side of Team Hook by Chance that Team Wikiki just got the victory, right? So we can expect definitely a lot of untimely victories, at least in this match.
Yeah, untimely, definitely, because we went through into the first 10 minutes of this game. Hook by chance were calling all the shots. They had all the leads, they had all the structures, they took down everything. But one thing that they have forgot was a sneaky Sansin onto the Moscow. He was able to chunk down and eat up all the structure into the top lane. And when they were trying to focus onto the top lane, he definitely went back to the bottom lane again. This guy Miko is so amazing. He has to be something. He has to be someone we have to focus on. And this time around, I think also Hook by Chance should definitely focus on a hero that he's really comfortable on. And Moscow definitely on top, and Iritel has also been one of his main choices. But yes, we have to see what the second draft will be bringing for us, Itami.
Exactly. And I guess maybe hook by chance they might again go out with the meta priority, or maybe they might be relying on to their picks this time. Okay, Wikiki, they are banning out the phobias. So I guess in their strategy, they don't want to pick out the CC. Instead, they might be trying to go out with another kind of sustainability kind of a tank. And
Mm-hmm.
hook by chance, one thing, they are mostly banning out the assassins of Vansa. So
Yeah,
that is
yeah.
kind of a respect because Fanny, as well as the Hayabusa and the other like other assassins like the Joy, as well as others, they are signature picks of one. So that might be a respect, or maybe that might be a regular kind of ban. But okay, Wikiki, they don't want to just give out the Badang onto Hook by Chance as well. They don't want to give it out. So they are just banning it out, and Abyss, he might be going it out with another rumor design.
Oh, certainly. Abyss, he does have quite the wide hero pool considering in the EXP and the roam position as well. He does really great despite, mostly onto the chunky heroes at least. But as we are seeing right now, a harried ban once again coming in despite the nerf, but Matilda as well, definitely a really great choice banning out the Matilda because of her high mobility and her shield provide. It's just too annoying to deal with even if you have the anti-heal items. Shield can be countered, but the speed is what
Oh.
is the problem. But oh well,
Okay. Oh,
Vicky
oh.
just going for out. That is the joy as their first pick.
Confidence.
Talk about speed, you're gonna be getting the electrifying beats. So there we go, Wikiki for the first pick for the joy, and it's kind of a comfort, Definitely number one for Van Satoru here. Okay, I really like the best coming through for Hook by Time. Right, in this best of seven series, you want to understand your opponent as much as possible. Keep your enemy in a close eye, and I think Hook by Chance is doing exactly that, banning out
Okay.
Moskov, banning out the Harris as well. But one thing is for sure, they do not want the seals for Wikiki. They ban out the seals, but they left out the Kalea open. So this time around, we're gonna be seeing a Sakura, but also Joker onto the retail again. First pick. What do you think, Itami? First pick?
Yeah, first pick, it's kind of questionable, but okay, they go out with the Valir. I guess Valir is picked out because Valir previously had a free purify with his ultimate, but he has got some adjustments, so I don't think that is the case anymore. But the crowd control coming up from that Valir is going to be really, really annoying. And if Team Hook by chance they were strategizing a utility jungler, then Valir picking it right now, that might be an answer for the side of Team Hook by chance, that it will be completely denying that utility kind of a composition that they were planning for. Because even if, so for example, if there comes an alpha and if there is a Valir, and Valir is just going to be pushing with the fire bolts as well as the fireballs from him, and
Mm-hmm.
he will just be, oh my god. But still,
Oh,
they
still.
are going out with the Fredrin. That actually might be
Okay.
the prediction, and Valir is still picked out. So, hook by chance, this is going to be quite challenging for them. How are they going to be dealing with that Valir at this point?
Ego pick coming in from Hope by Chance, right? It's just even if you pick Valir, we'll just counter our counters. That's
Yeah.
what Hook by Chance is going for right now. I mean, oh my goodness, a Fredrin against our Valir. He does. His fireballs are gonna be hurting a lot, but there is also the heal coming in from Kalea out here, so water canceling out the fire. But
Okay,
oh my
okay.
goodness, Okay,
Utility.
Hilda once again. Oh my god, two of the tanky frontliners and utility jungle coming in despite a Valir. So there we go. Hook by chance just out there giving their answer to Team Wikiki.
I think Hilda, I think he's gonna go into the backline so much that I think the sole reason they are picking out the Hilda for the side of Hook by chance is that I think they just want to annoy the kitty here, you know,
Yeah.
say the kitty, the joy. So we are gonna be seeing a little bit of a nuisance for the joy here. But this is one Satoru we were talking about, and also a Valier into the hands of the famous Violi. So we can see how much it's
Oh,
gonna be a problem. But look at that, talking about
interesting.
fireballs, right? We're
Interesting.
we're gonna be seeing a
Oh,
footballer right now, but oh, look at that! A good set, a good set, a good set, a good set. It's gonna be a big crowd control we're gonna be seeing for Wikiki here. They have a perfect setup for themselves, but by chance, what will they reply with?
one thing I would like to point out is okay, a Xavier. Interesting. One thing for Wikiki I would like to point out is their draft is really aggressive kind of a draft because of the joy. As well as the Valir, he can be engaging, as well as he can just be disengaging the team fights as well. He has that potential. And Hook by chance, they have the utility, but utility is only going to be working once you get your defense item. So early game wise, you need to play a lot defensively. But knowing Van Satoru, he likes playing really aggressive right from the start of the game. So that is the one thing who by chance need to be avoiding, and they need to make sure that Fredrin doesn't get zoned out by the Zoe as well as the other members from the side of Team Wikiki. So that is going to be the one challenge. If Hook by chance they are able to keep up with it, and if they are able to overcome that obstacle, then the consequences might be quite different, even if they have a utility kind of draft this time.
Mm-hmm. Certainly, but with the new and readjusted Valir, right? You can stack your cooldown items on together, so there's gonna be a lot of spamming of those fireballs coming in, and I think Hook by chance they kind of need to watch out for all those stuns. Since they already have a lot of tanky frontliners out there. So positioning, I think, definitely matters as of now. And given that Wikiki, they have quite the aggressive combo, while Valor is stunning you, right? Joy can definitely just dash inside your whole team composition and burst you down with her electrifying beats.
And here, talking about those, we are into the land of dawn, ladies and gentlemen. This is the second game of this best of 7 series Underdog finals, and first game taken by Wikiki, and this will be a redemption arc or not for the side of Hook by chance. Only time will tell because we are here into the land of dawn. We're gonna be seeing them brawling it out. Oh, look at that animated map.
Oh.
It's gonna be so interesting. Japanese map is back for us, guys.
Yeah, certainly. Ninjas assemble out there, right? But this time we're not seeing any shinobi except for the Sakura in the battlefield. She's gonna be quite useful, at least for the side of Team Hook by chance, and with her Tsunami Slam as well. But oh my
Oh,
goodness, Abyss Cheesy out here definitely being a lot more aggressive in just the first level. So we can definitely expect a lot.
Definitely. And okay, Violet, he was getting quite poked down, but okay, coming up from Hilda and Wikiki, they already have that first point advantage. So, they will be trying to extend it. But for now, nothing much of that action going on. And you did mention the anime collab is apparently happening. And it is the Sakura as well as the Gojo Satoru mid. So, yeah, it
Oh
is
yeah.
quite wholesome to see. And look at the map, man. It looks quite good, but the initiation.
Preetham out there, but pushed by Abyss Cheesy right there.
Oh,
Oh,
the taunt.
flickers out from the
Oh,
massacre, but yeah, Hilda being very aggressive want to get that catch up. But okay, all of them does survive, and Sakura out there has to get back, regain her chakra.
A lot of hate for Sakura here, but he does have the flicker. Pritam will be able to survive, but that's a big resource being burned out for the side of Hook by chance here. The turtle
oh,
is
oh,
gonna
look
be
at
up
Abyss.
here. Look at that.
Oh my goodness. Once again, a lot of pushes coming in from Abyss, but oh my goodness. Viol out there with the double kill right off the bat. First blood in his name as well. A massive amount of aura just collected by Viol out there, but still, oh my goodness.
Oh,
Another
look
push
at the
coming in from
poking.
Abyss.
Look at the poking.
Easy. Prita
Oh,
caught low, gets taken down. That is a killing spree for Viol on that Valir. So definitely the Valir pick is shining out for their side. Van Satoru with the turtle in his hands as well, going for an engage and invade as well. But okay, they decide to back down for now.
and onto the gold lane as well. Sansin is doing pretty good job. The initiation once again, the
Mhm.
Fredrin goes down, and because of the Valir, they are getting a lot of early game control, and it's working for their side. Viol has already got 3 kills, and that's a good sign. Joker is not able to sustain that much against that Bruno, and looks like they might be trying to engage more onto those team fights.
Oh,
Yeah, they could try go for it, but Pritam, one thing for sure is he does not have the level 4 just yet, so no set for them. Look at that blue buff.
Oh,
okay, engage around the blue buff once again. Dawning light there. AOG connecting perfectly on the 3 people out there. But oh my
oh,
goodness,
Valir,
the
Valir.
silent team Wiki are caught really low. But Valir, look at that double kill out there for the side of Team Wiki. That is 7 kill lead in their hands. Once again, a great engage coming in from their side.
Yeah, and looks like Sansin he will be able to land some free
Oh,
hits onto that golden
Oh
tower
my
as well.
goodness.
Implosion being used out. Joker got down the dawning light is also there from the Xavier, but the damage as well as the accuracy will not be up to the point. And looks like Sansin, he will be able to have that snowball potential because the gold tower as well as the gold lead will be a lot onto his side.
And 7-0 into the 3 minutes, 4 minutes going on to the game. When there is a joy and you are a Fredrin, I do not think this is such a good day for Mulana Road here onto the Fredrin. He's down a 3. That's which means that he's gonna be still behind onto the level as well because level 5 already for Mulana Road, and it's already level 7 for Van Satoru. But set, look at that, might be something here.
Oh, oh, definitely. An attempt was made for the set, but it did not work out for the side. But still, Turtle is about to spawn, so we might be seeing a fight, but not just yet, I guess.
Yeah, and Wikiki, they have a good start and they are trying
Oh,
to maintain it.
oh,
There is the
oh my
out.
goodness. There we go. Flickered out Mr. Worldwide Handsome, but he will be getting taken down. And Freedom and Joker caught really low as well. But
Oh,
look at
oh,
that. Fredrin gets taken down in the hands of Viol right there with the jungler down. Wiki Key can definitely go for the low, but Viol, is he trying to go for more? Oh, definitely
Pritam,
the
Pritam, Pritam.
fireball blast. Definitely there.
Ah,
Pritam has to use his flicker out to escape from the guy with the blazing fire in his hands.
Yep, fireballs definitely hitting hard on Miss Sakura. I think it's a guy, but the user. Oh, look at the kill!
oh, Joker.
Worldwide handsome.
Oh
Not
my
sure what.
goodness.
Oh,
Oh,
one,
Man.
one.
Van Satoru. Oh my goodness. This guy just
Oh,
dived in through the minions, gets a killing spree. In his hands, get caught up by Pritham with the tsunami
Oh,
slam.
he
But
does
that is
have
a
his.
1 versus 1. He still does a lot of damage. Electrifying
oh,
beast getting used up as well. Caught really low. Will he be going? Oh
Oh,
my goodness. So Sakura out there proving that she is useful, at least for her team, gets out on that joy.
overextension from one, and it's you just go out like a Rambo, and it's going to be costing you. That is what happens, and okay, but still, Wikiki they have the lead, and they will be able to take that orange buff as well. The initiation is coming up, but Abyss he will be waiting for that perfect implosion play apparently, and they will just be backing it out. I do believe that one death won't be mattering that much, considering the fact Wikiki they have a lot of gold lead. So if a potential wipeout comes up from the side of Team Hope by chance, then maybe the scenario might be different.
a scenario might be different, but this time around, I think for the side of Kiki, they already have 7k, 8k gold lead, which means that Juan Satoru will be
Oh, oh,
getting for the
oh.
Holy Crystal. Top side might be something
Oh,
here, but this is a Hilda, right? His warrior Sid. He's already 3 deaths down, and the problem for the side of HBC by chance is that they want to go for the peel into the backline, but they couldn't do much. Look at the damage!
Abyss Cheesy looking for an implosion, but it
Implosion.
gets caught up instead. Does land an implosion, but not enough to have an impact. But he will be giving his life away. Engage definitely there. Dawning Light coming in from our worldwide handsome, but not enough damage. And Fredrine does get away with that slither of HP.
Yep, he hasn't been able to survive much of the flanks or the gangs coming off of the side of Wikiki here because I think it does do with a lot with the guy with the fire here. Valir wasn't having giving the chance for the brethren to dive in and out because that is the sole reason that the Valir is being picked most of the time. And like you mentioned, I think ego pick might not be eventually working out here. And yeah, even worldwide handsome here. This guy onto the Gozo Satoru. This is not the Van Satoru. He's the Gozo Satoru. He's not really strong here. So that's already, and I think future is actually looking bleak for HBC here because already
Oh,
Bruno,
Oh,
he's already farm knocked. But there we go. A pause is being made. I think we just want our teams, our players to have a better chance.
worldwide handsome, not living up to his name at least. And yeah, the pause has been coming up. But as we predicted, Wikiki had the early game control because of the draft. And that is what exactly happened. They just found the advantage. And one thing is, Viol, he was acquired with a lot of kills as well as assists. So it gave them the higher point. And Wikiki, by far, they are dominating. But overextension, if they just go out for an overextension, then maybe hook by chance they might be finding that opening. Unfortunately, till now it is not happening. And composition wise, Joker as well as the Xavier, they are late game kind of heroes. So they are completely reliant onto those itemizations. They haven't been fallen down quite often, but the goal lead is massive and it's only almost 8 minutes onto the game. So, it will be quite tough for Hook by Chance to actually find that opening. And Wikiki, if they are able to keep up with that momentum, if if the Fredrin tries to go against that Walid once again, he will just be pushing it down. And Abyss TZ, he does has his implosion for making those plays as well. So how well will Hook by Chance be responding with it onto this match? At least is the main question.
Mm. And I don't think there's so much to do here for by chance here. And I think the only frontliner that they had was actually Moalana Roach onto the Fredrin. And him 4 deaths down means that he's not going to be as tanky as you want him to be. He's not going to be able to taunt up. If he taunts up, he's going to be getting bursted down. And this is the problem of a Valir. The Fireball did a true damage and he's already building out onto the glowing one, which means anti-heal too. So by chance, the only win condition that I can see for them is if a Joker onto the Irithel is farmed out, but quite he's been softening quite a lot, and I think there might be a lesser chance that we think. And Wikiki, they understand this. They're just freezing out onto the minions and not giving it to the goal laner for the side of HBC as well.
Oh, but there we go. The pause gets resumed. I was gonna say pause meta if it went for 1 minute more, but right now we're just gonna resume the game and let the players play in their battlefield while we are on top of them, right, watching them play. So as you
Mhm.
said, for the side of Team Hook by Chance, it is not looking great because they are quite underfarmed as well. But Pritam out there trying to go for an
Oh,
engage.
implosion!
It's cheesy on the backline goes for the implosion, followed up by the AOG. Once again, killing spree in the hands of Sansin. Joker does take down a bit cheesy, but Viol gets the unstoppable. That is double for Sansin. A mega for Hiroshi, and a shutdown for him once again. Oh my goodness, quite the engage coming in from the side of Team Wikiki.
Fearless engage, let's say. And so, oh my god, look at that Bruno's damage already coming online. And the Lord is yet to be spawned, but they will be making sure that they will at least get those shields down from those inhibitor towers. The Xavier as well as the Hilda, they are already up. They are coming back one by one. And obviously, is also back onto the battlefield. Looks like they will be, it will be better. They go on to that objective kind of gameplay, which will be that first Lord coming up. So, by far, so far, so good. Wikiki, their engages, they are making it worth it. That's the main thing. And looks like, okay, Sakura was trying to engage.
Yep, definitely. Engage coming in once again from Sakura gets the slam on to Abyss Cheesy this time, but oh my goodness, he'll be getting taken down in the hands of Sans, getting the unstoppable Hiroshi onto the backline as well, pops out the electrifying beats, takes out Warrior out there now. Madara just spawned out with his endless Tsukuyomi, and Van Satoru is the first one to have him fight out, while the rest of his team goes for the zoning.
You know you are in lead when you have your teams zoning out together and you're alone taking out Madara here, abusing him
Mhm.
for yourself.
Oh my goodness,
Look, the guy,
abusing.
a guy abusing a guy. Van needs to
Oh
chill. You
man.
need to chill, my dude. But five level lead against the junglers, I think it's actually four. Never
Mhm.
mind, he's just gotten the level 10. So definitely, it's something you do not want to see when you're against a friend and you're definitely trying to counter onto the Joy, but you aren't definitely able to do that. And already Holy Crystal onto the hands of his Joy under 8 minutes. It means a
Oh well.
BT for your opponent's side and almost full bill for your Brody, the ball boy here. And Worldwide Handsome, he's not been able to farm. No magic damage, but look at Conceal. Jaewon might be something.
Yeah, might be something as Hilda might get taken out by the balls, but there we go. AOG onto the
Okay.
backline once again. Well, the Tsunami Slam is there, but Pritam gets taken down. That's double for the Joy. And a
Oh,
killing spree, but then Satoru gets the shut down. And Hilda definitely coming out. But once again, Madara attacking one whole village gets the monster on Sansi. That is a double kill. That is a triple going. And Wikiki definitely secures. Oh, recall coming in as well. But oh
oh.
my goodness. Second match of the day secured by Team Wikiki once again.
Team Wikiki. Oh no. They. Oh, okay, okay. I would say Van Satoru is such an amazing guy, right? Very eye-catching, always with a good style. Standing out with style as well onto the Joy, but look at that, who's getting out all the highlights. It's gonna be Mr. Sanson here onto the Bruno, and 11.9 into the stats, and he's 808, so legendary, which means that he have all the farm in the world. And him even going to the last build was actually gonna be the Win of Nature, which he deemed not required, but they already end out to the game. I think by chance, they move for a pickoff, right? Pick out something into the mid lane that can be a literal burst, right? Not the Javier, which cannot be used as a bursty hero into the early part of this game. They have an aggressive roamer. They should take an equally aggressive mid laner, which will work out well for them. And Wiki here, they understand that the opponents are trying to go for this and they are trying to deny it since the start of this game. And you know this is how the game goes. You have to understand the game more and more. So hook by chance, I think they still have a chance. They are hooking the chance. Yeah, the next game we might see a different thing, right, Tammy? He's not
Oh
back.
well.
He's gone.
Itami, yeah, he just
Itami is,
cast it as he just cast it as his Genjutsu out there. He'll be back with us.
yeah.
He'll be back with us once our Genjutsu gets lifted out. But Debbie, it was quite a really good match, especially from the from the starting of the match as well. Viol just out there, blasting off his fireballs on to, Malana Rohits out there on the Fredrine. So the pick did not quite work out, even if it was an ego pick. I would say, in my opinion, sometimes I think you should go according to the books rather than go with what you desire, right? Because there is 50% of of the whole idea that you have not working out, and it was just not working out for the side of Hope by chance at all. But it is just a second match, so we might be seeing a hidden trick from the side of Team Hope by chance. But the thing is, Wikiki, they do have a score of two leads. A score of two
It-
leads?
yeah, two leads already. Two or
Yep,
two and an eight.
score of two.
2-8. Wait,
Yep.
two
I
and
don't know
eight.
that the line sounded very wrong to me. The line sounded very wrong to me. But yeah, two leads, score of two in their hands, and they just need two more to secure the victory against Team Hook by Chance. So Hook by chance, are they gonna be letting the chance of winning the
Hello.
50K INR go away? Oh, there we go. We are lifted from Genjutsu Itami's back.
Yeah,
I thought
I
Hellcat
guess,
out now.
yeah, Hellcat Ult as well as Itachi's game. So never mind. Wikiki, they got the second game as well. So far so good for their side, and looks like they might be trying it out with a complete sweep, but you never know. Hope by chance, by far, first game I guess it was kind of contesting at least, but onto the second game, I guess those ego picks didn't quite work out for the side of Team Hope by chance, and they paid, paid for their consequences, and hopefully for the third game they might be bouncing back or they might not. We don't know yet.
Yeah, we don't know yet. But talking about bouncing back, right? I think Wikiki had the fireball, right? And a soccer
Yeah,
ball. But we say football, right? In India, we say football. So is that ball a weakness of hook by chance? Balls. Maybe this time around they'll be banning out the Valier, or no. They shouldn't ban out the Valier, right? They should try to draft better. They pick out the Valier. They pick out the Fredrin onto the Valier. So this time around, I think they could be a little bit more brilliant and decisive and calculative, even and manipulative too, if they want to have a better draft. But look at that, the bans are coming in, Jawa, Harris, and Fovia's gone.
Oh, well. Weak once again gone. Same with Phobias out as well. As we speak about this draft, right? The previous draft, as you said, I think for Team Hook by Chance, they kind of needed an assassin rather than a fighter to burst down the Valir, go for the backlines. But I hope they do better in the draft because that was clearly a draft gap. Don't you agree, Tam?
Yeah.
I kind of agree. Ego draft, let's say, as well as seeing the Valir. I don't want to be biased, but seeing the Valir, why would you Phobius? That's the main, not the Phobius. I'm so sorry, the Fredrin actually.
Yeah, yeah,
So, pardon for my mistake, but anyways, the Valir, he works out really well against jungle. I already said it, and even if the alpha was there against them, it would have still been working out. So to mark out the Valir, they could have been going out with an assassin, but that would have been a better case. And with an initiator kind of attack, maybe the early game control that they needed would have been given out. But okay, let's forget it all. They got, they just threw out the second game. But okay, on to this game. Hopefully, hope by chance they will be coming up with the comeback that they need. Maybe.
Mm, look at that. The bans. Oh, by chance, I think they do understand that Van Satoru, he is so good onto the assassins, Take it out, don't try to counter it, but they do have a first pick right now. The Kalea is still out there. If they want to go for the Kalea, I think they could, but into the previous game it didn't work out. But this time around they can try to go for a burst teammate, but going for the safer
Okay,
choice instead. Gatot Gacha here.
flex
Okay,
pick.
the Masala of Irons, he might go here. But still, what will Wikiki go for? They do also have the Lucas too. The Kalea.
Oh
Okay,
my
there we go.
Oh, Sakura this time. Sakura on the hands of Ikiki, apparently. So, yeah, another flex pick. We don't know yet where the Sakura is going to be going. But one thing I did notice is onto the pro scene, it's the Kalia going on onto the EXP lane as well. So, it will work out on the hands of Hiroshi, considering the fact he likes going out the, sustainability kind of an EXP laner, which is the meta, and he likes going with it. He is the frontliner as well for his team as well as a Vestizi. So opening wise, he can do those initiations and he will just be relying onto his teammates to just dish out the damage and get the job done. But okay, Van, he goes out with another of his comfort pick. That is going to be Tatsuyo. Sasuke
Oh
and Sakura
well.
actually.
Yeah, exactly. That was what I was gonna say. I mean, Sasuke and Sakura apparently, something is brewing up there.
Hmm.
We
There
won't
we
be
go.
talking about it, but oh, I'm just letting my mind take over. But as of now, the side for Hook by Chance, right? They do have the Moscow once again onto their side, and a Sicilian this time. So quite similar draft coming in, like the first game at least. We did see the Sicilian out.
Yeah.
You know, I think it's too much of an expensive pick for me for the side of by chance here. They have a Sicilian into the mid lane. They also have the Moskov into the gold lane. The Moskov doesn't have the better clearing into the early part of this game. He's gonna be losing out into the lane because it's a Moskov we're talking about. He is a late game hero. He does need a lot of equipments, and it's also the same story for the Sicilian. He needs the stacks. He needs the damage. He needs the equipment too. So I think too much of an expensive pick. The tank might eventually be confused where he's gonna be helping out. Is he gonna be helping out his mage? Is he gonna be helping out the gold lane? So I think it's kind of too ambitious. Dare I say, too ambitious of Hook by Chance to go for these two very expensive heroes. But then again, we all will work in their favor if they could try to control the early game, which is very hard considering that Wikiki, they're so good on playing the early game. And look at that, talking about the early game, they pick away the Badang too.
A good pick actually. So, the Badang as well as the Suyo, they were picked up onto the first game actually from the side of Team Wikiki. So it's looking quite similar, but we don't know where this Badang as well as the Kalea will be going. So it can work out both onto the EXP as well as onto the roam, but it depends upon their comfort. The bans, I would say, they are targeting out the EXP lane as well as the roamer, the Florin actually. For those additional heals, it won't be coming up. Hook by chance, they will be, completing the banning phase with the final ban, and okay, they go out with a carry. So, my wild prediction is they might go out with another utility jungler.
Yeah.
Oh, well, highly possible. Highly possible. Maybe again, and maybe a Fredrin again, like Redemption Arc from Hook by Chance. But I think that will also be going into vain because this time Team Vikiki, they picked up the Luo Yi out here, so she does have a she does really good against the chunky heroes aside from giving the diversions. So definitely you need to have a have a plan B for themselves, but still they might just be going for their original plan as well.
When I talk about the first game draft, right, they need something of a macro hero that can easily go against a Moskov, and this is exactly what Wikiki is doing right now.
Oh.
They do know that Hook by Chance have a Moskov,
Okay.
which also means that they're gonna be needing to answer onto the lanes. So when the Moskov goes for the split push, there we go, pop of the diversion. But right now, look at that. Itami was so happy because Alpha and the Hylos getting picked away. And
Nah.
look at that. No. He's a punk.
The
Oh my
Nathan,
goodness.
the Nathan, attack speed versus attack speed apparently, and Nathan, he has been buffed, so he relies onto those stacks as well. A good pick actually to complete Wikiki's draft. And early game wise, you have the Suyo as well as the Kalia for your side. Early game pokes, you have the Luoi. So Wikiki, all they got to do is play like they did on to the previous game. Play as much aggressively as possible and get those trades for your side. Meanwhile, for the side of Team Hokai Chance, sustainability is there. And if they are not able to get those defense items on time, this utility kind of draft might actually backfire to them. But they have the high loss as well as the Gatrut Kacha for this. So it's not just the sustainability. The Revitalize, if they acquire it is going to give them those heals too onto those team fights.
Yep, certainly. The draft is looking quite great for both the teams as well. I mean, even if it is not a Valir this time, Viol onto Loi. I mean, I'm just I just get more and more excited to see what Viol will pick on to the next match, right? Because I think so far he has shown us 3 different types of mages, and he has used that mage on really beautifully, perfectly, especially at least in my opinion. So I'm quite curious as to how good of a divergence he's gonna be creating, and there is a Kalea as well. So are we gonna be seeing some TikTok Kalea Loi combo? We'll find it out.
I'm really excited for that. Because the thing is, right, one thing I still do like about Hook by Chance draft is that the Kalea is a pick of heroes, right? He's a pick of, so
Mhm.
she's a pick of heroes. So pick out the tanky frontliners that won't be able to take you down. And talking about take you down, this is the chance for Hook by Chance to get their momentum back. But will Wikiki be able to secure the third? The fourth game as well. We will see into the match right now, into the the finals, the best of seven series, game three, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go into the land of dawn. Let's see who's gonna be coming out on top.
Yep, and Wikiki, they already have two sides, so two more victories in order to secure the underdog grand final. By far so good for them actually. And it's, you know, on to the first game. The draft was kind of similar. The Suyo as well as the Badang was picked out, but Badang apparently this time is the EXP laner, and looks like, the poking games are already going on.
Mhm.
Abyss is onto that Kalea, so that Sakura, not just the initiation but the heals will also be up from her. And Kalea is both versatile onto the EXP as well as onto the roam, and I guess that is good decision coming up from the side of Team Wikiki. They decided to go out with the Kalea Rome. Look at the poking coming up from the loop.
Yep,
Yep,
a lot of poking games.
certainly.
hmm
Mhm.
I think they will. For Pritam here, he's
Mhm.
gonna be in danger. Look at that.
Oh, yep, certainly. As you said, oh my goodness, in danger, and he's the first one to get down. The flicker, the flicker duality combo from Viol, right? Just hit the spot. So it was quite satisfying to look at. But once again,
Ooh,
the first wall
Oh,
is
oh,
but
okay.
oh my goodness, Abyss Cheesy will be falling down, followed up by Gatotkacha as well. So once again, Viol out there dominating the mid lane and apparently the jungle out as well. So just ban every hero pool that this guy has.
you can't do that, right? Can you? Can you?
Versatility.
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 It's a strength. It's a
Yeah,
strength,
yeah.
right? The lore, not the lore. The turtle is gonna be up in 5 seconds, and I think this time around with Kiki, they do have a better set, but Pritam all around the map, just trying to give out to the vision as well, because Hiroshi is not at level 4 as well as the warrior sit here, so the XP laners are gonna be very important. Already level 4 hitting, meanwhile Abyss is a level 3, so he's looking for a set. Look at that.
Oh,
Oh,
definitely
engage.
looking for us at this time. Warrior out there gets caught up by, oh my goodness, AOG to go defensively, to be used defensively as of now. But oh my goodness, another duality coming in from Viol out there. Abyss GZ just poking out. He does not have his level 4
Oh,
yet, but
Oh,
he fist wall coming in. Oh my goodness, Preetham gets taken down. At this is a killing spree for Viol. That is a double kill, 4 kills in his hands. There goes the Spare of Alpha on to the Viol, but shutdown coming in from Worldwide Handsome. But once again, Mualana will be getting taken down. Turtle secured by the side of Team Wikiki as well.
Wikiki with the turtle as well as the treat. So, team fights are coming up. By chance, they are getting. Once again, it is Team Wikiki. They are having the advantage. Maybe because of the early game draft for now, at least. Abyss TZ, he is playing as aggressively as possible. So, the three kills acquired from the side of Team Hook by chance. Let me remind you, it's onto the Roma. So, he doesn't have
yeah.
that much of the gold compared to the others. So, even if Abyss dies with the initiation, he get those traits. It doesn't actually matter. There comes the Glorious Pathway. Might go down
Oh,
once again, but
oh
the
my
flicker being
goodness, that
used
is
out,
easy.
and he escapes
Oh, oh,
somehow.
oh. Rose is out there, contemplating life decisions. What just happened to me? How did I survive that massacre? But oh well. Better safe than sorry out there. But oh my goodness, Hansen would just escape the mouth of death.
Yep, he was so close. The entropy was used in the perfect time as well, and Sansin onto this hero. I think he's
Oh,
completely
diversion,
he's
diversion,
really
Oh,
comfortable, but it's
oh,
just a vision,
diversion,
right?
no!
Oh,
diversion coming in front of Alpha right there,
Ah,
but just missed. Just missed by an inch, and that is how much an inch matter, guys. But still,
yep, and that's all.
another entropy coming in onto Swanson. Pops out the entropy onto Preetham, gets out the glorious pathway and the revitalize. It will be getting back and safe and sound.
oh my god. Okay, there is. Okay, never mind. Forget about it. Forget about it. Nobody heard nothing. Ah, okay, the turtle will respawn. The turtle will be spawning soon and looks like okay. Obviously, once again goes back. He just does the initiations. He gets his HP low and he just goes back. That is what it is happening on to a consistent pattern, let's say. And there is some initiations going on around onto the bot side, but they haven't contested for the turtle yet. So looks like Hiroshi is trying to find some great
Oh,
damn
okay.
kill.
Oh
Joker
my
goes down. There is the glorious pathway. Zivo.
Glorious pathway definitely there. Viol forced out his flicker, but onto the back line, Abyss Cheesy does go for the Tsunami Slam, and Sicilian is to get taken down in the hands, and Preetham out there following Sicilian as well. But Abyss Cheesy just there preventing our Kacha from getting away. That is 3. Once again, down for the side of Team Hope by chance. It is not looking great for them at all.
Not the best case scenario for Hook by Chance here. They're losing out into the lane. They are losing out again into the team fight as well. But look at the gameplay is coming out by Chance in here. I just want to know what he's going for now. Is it gonna be the Sterling side or is it gonna be the whole Holy Crystal? Okay, Sterling side it is because he already got a feather of promise to the 3 minutes of this game, which means that this guy is gonna be having all the attack speed into the world. He's gonna be needing. But meanwhile, we can see that he was able to solo kill Joker here because he is actually a 2k goal lead, and this is your goal lead you're talking about. So with Kiki, they can make all the sets, and Sakura, he can try to go look for the kills, look for the WWE fight sets, and they will be able to burst it down. And look at the top lane already focused by the side of Kiki here again. They are very, very objective minded, don't you think,
Oh
Tommy?
my goodness.
Okay, by far Vikiki they have the 6k gold lead almost, and in terms of the objectives, there is the 3 tower advantage. So map control is definitely showing up. Abyss TZ comes up with another.
Abyss cheesy. Going with the Tsunami Slam, Glorious Pathway gets used up. Whoa, my handsome gets taken down, but ALG
Oh,
connecting perfectly on the backline. Not to
Oh,
Vayne, but oh my goodness, 3 people down. That is
oh,
one
ho,
more. 4
ho.
people down for the side of Team Hook by chance. Once again with that engage, and Joker
Oh,
is forced to get back, but a diversion onto the blue buff by Viol.
maybe Joker. Okay,
Joker.
Joker,
Oh,
Joker.
wait.
Oh, okay, it won't be connected.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Unfortunate. Ah,
Oh,
no, he just goes back, and
oh.
the recall being used out by him, and
Uh,
he is just taunting them out. Look at the confidence coming. And
oh
looks
well.
like the Lord is yet to be spawning. It will be the third turtle first, apparently. But okay, the initiation.
Initiation. Once again, Vensatoru,
Oh,
oh my goodness, gets the shutdown Joker. The well-needed shutdown onto Vensatoru, but it is not enough for Hope by Chance to get the club back to Wikiki. Once again, just trading it out with the turret by Sansin. Oh, goes for Gatatkacha, but he will be escaping that onslaught as well.
don't you just
Oh,
love a goalie whose
oh,
objective is,
oh,
just
engage.
structure? That
oh,
might be
we
something.
all,
Oh,
we
look at
all,
that.
we
Oh
all.
my goodness, Viol going against
Look,
the. Oh my
oh,
goodness, he's still
Oh,
there.
oh.
Ah,
Joker with the
okay. The
clutch,
SLD
but
did the
he
work.
might go down. He
yes,
might go
Oh, yeah.
down.
Oh my goodness, he does. He does. Oh,
yes.
1 versus 1. Mage versus Emma. I mean, he could have
It was
survived
close.
that. He could have survived that.
It was close, right? It was close. So you have to
Yeah, it
accept
was
it. It was
really
close. But
close.
look at the stun.
No,
Oh,
Pritam.
once again, a glorious pathway, but denied by Abyss Cheesy with the Tsunami Slam coming in. Still goes for it though. Preetham is just too chunky for Abyss Cheesy to slam him down the ground. But Madara started by Sasuke this time.
Yeah.
Again, it's Van,
Oh,
he's abusing the
it's
Madara again.
only
One thing for sure is that this. Oh, look at that.
Oh, Abyss.
Once again, the set coming in, and this time Alpha is to fall in the hands of Nathan, followed up by Warrior on that Gatot Kacha.
Oh,
Oh, it's only on the
Oh,
side
oh,
screen. It gets shut down by Joker, but okay, there is 4 people after him,
no,
but oh
no,
my
no.
goodness, the arrow coming in,
oh.
he can't escape that onslaught at all. Killing spree in the hands of Abyss Cheesy right there.
Yeah.
You take down our goal, and now we are not letting you go. So 1, 2,
Oh
3.
my
onto the hands of Mr. Worldwide Handsome here. Not so handsome onto the stacks, are we? Because already 9 minutes onto the game, and he's not gonna get the perfect amount of stacks that we're talking about. But one thing for sure is that Sunsin, right? He already got the Holy Crystal. Even without the buff onto the Nathan, the Holy Crystal shreds a lot of people. But Van, he's always been doing this, right? Just trying to walk around to the map and just trying to waste out all of the resources of the opponent side. But look at that, there might be a set.
Oh, oh, definitely. And engage coming in from Preetham this time, but Tsunami Slam from Abyss Cheesy though. There's two people down for the side of team Hook by Chance. Once again, Warrior takes his kill onto Van
Oh.
Satoru. But that is a triple secured in the hands of San Scene on the Nathan Madara onto the top lane attacking. There is two people and two people to defend out there as well. Three people attacking actually. So
Hmm.
Hook by Chance.
Oh, okay. The Lord will be taken down, but still, objective wise, I guess the. But yeah, the tower shield is also not there. Sunsin might be.
Oh, oh my goodness. Pair of Misery onto Sansin gets the shutdown. Okay, he should not have he should not have
Oh, yeah.
engaged there at all.
And
Hook by
Lana.
chance or hook no chance?
Okay,
Oh,
looks at.
Oh,
oh,
another Tsunami Slam from Abyss Cheesy out there. SOD won't be connecting. Pritam gets taken down. There is Alpha
oh.
out there stuck between the walls. Is it? And once again, Warrior gets chased off by the side of Team Wikikid. Three people down once again. Not a great engage.
Not a great engage, definitely something not that Hiku by chance will be doing. But look at the damage coming through. Another stun. Van might be in trouble. Not so much, but look at that. The damage onto the Joker is just, he got all the damage and he already got a Malefic Gun, which means another penetration and a range on top of that. But how long will they be able to defend? Because for Hook by Chance, their only chance for their win condition is that if they try to stack up the Sicilian as well as Joker. And I think Joker already got the damage and must be. I think it was the second last item for him. He's gonna be needing another rose gold meteor to survive Sansin, who's already gotten a lot of damage onto his hands. He's a shredder. And if he get the divine glyph also, he's gonna
No,
be
Abyss.
having the top as well. Look at the set.
Oh, once again, a Sakura slam this time coming in from Abyss Cheesy. Oh my goodness, a lot of resources getting used up. The Bass Feast as well, but Warrior
Oh,
falling down.
diversion.
Oh,
Diversion.
look
Alpha
at
as well, diversion coming in on the backline by Viol gets the duality onto their hands, but Joker
He gets
is
taken
melting
down.
out Viol. Once again, oh my goodness, SOD to get away gets stopped by two people. Abyss Cheesy just marking out the
Oh.
base. A full team wipeout once again. And a 3-0 followed up by Team Wikiki.
We Kiki with the dominance apparently, and taking the game number three as well. So a dominating performance once again. I guess draft is not exactly the problem. Is the execution, and Wikiki,
Yes.
they are just showing the experience at this point. Hook by chance, they are trying actually, but trying is not enough at this point because even if they do just go try to initiate, they just end up losing to their members. So the trades are not favorable for the side at all. Joker is the only one who goes out for the initiations, but his team
that.
is not able to do the follow-up, and it's quite understandable because he is the Moskov and he goes out with the spear of destruction with those initiations, and he doesn't have the backup he needs. He is able to take down some of the members, but it's not going to be working out at this point.
you know, I think the loophole of the draft that's for the side of Hook by Chance have is that, and I've already also mentioned it already into the first draft that we had. Moskov and the Sicilian together is something that I'm not really, really fond of, just because of this region. Because if they had another mid laner or another goal laner, which has to be, can swap out either one of them, they cannot be too ambitious. Sure, they do have a frontliner. They do have two frontliners, chunky frontliners, but they weren't able to be that damage sandbags because they weren't able to tank out the damage that Sansin was dealing, even onto the Nathan when he did not even had the divine glyph just yet. He was shredding them down. This is the power that they had for balancing out onto the draft. So I think Hope by Chance, like you mentioned, Itami, I don't think it's a draft. I think it's just one hero that they need to swap down. Take out early game good clear onto the mid or either onto the goal and focus on just one lane. That has to be something that Titans need to work on. No shading, just a fact. That's
Yeah,
just what they had to do.
sure. And yeah.
Well, oh well. Mm.
Hmm.
That was quite the quite the action-packed matches, three matches that just happened right now, right? So the next match is either a hit or miss for the side of team Hope by Chance. This is their last chance to secure their spot for the for the juicy prize pool. So, are they gonna be pulling out their secret cards?
Hmm.
What is it?
Maybe actually, maybe because yeah, we already did mention it onto the first game that they rely onto their comfort picks instead of the meta. So it is quite possible. But the dominance coming up from the side of Team Wikiki is going to be that main question. Even if they come up with the signature picks, is it going to be worth it or is it going to be not? That is the main question.
Yep. The thing is, we have to, we will see into the next game. So, but before that, ladies and gentlemen, we are gonna be taking a 5 minute. It's short, okay? It's a 5 minute break, and the rest won against NTL in 5 minutes, so it's really really short. So
Have a
we're gonna be
break.
taking a
Have a
five
Kit Kat.
minute 5 minute break. So we'll be coming back later, ladies and gentlemen. Stay tuned.
Hello, everyone, and we are back with the break onto this grand finals of the underdog teams. Wikiki against Team Hook by Chance. So, this will be the match point for Team Wikiki, and by far it is going quite good for them because they were able. First game it was quite contesting, but the last two games they completely dominated the game, and looks like they will be able to keep up with that momentum. Hopefully, I'll be your host Itami once again, and joining me this side will be Zivo, and this side will be Debbie. So, Zivo and Debbie, give me your thoughts regarding the series we are witnessing by far.
Oh, well, yeah, it's been really quite exciting and quite adventurous as well to look at the matches, the previous three matches so far, and the thing I can only say is Team Wikiki, right? Team Wikiki, their mid laner is the main focus, at least for me, being a mid main as well. It's just
Mhm.
the way this guy just used out the three mages, right? Valier, the Sicilian, and the Louis all together. I think he's been doing it out quite well, but hook by chance, I think they have been falling quite down, not contesting at all. So given that this is their match point, I think they kind of need to step up their game, don't you think, Debbie?
Yeah, it's definitely that has to be it. Because this is their last chance, right? Fourth game, we're going in already. And this is the match point for the side of the team with Kiki, and they are definitely into the first pick, and Hope by Chance will be into the second pick again. And like I mentioned, Joe, I think Violi into those heroes that he's been using has been so phenomenal. And this time around, I have a hunch that he's going to be bringing out another new hero. And there's so many heroes into the mid lane that has been so meta for long, and there are chances that we're going to be anticipating a new hero as well into his hands. But with Kiki right now, they are banning out the Phobias as well as the Matilda, the deadly combination perfectly gone. But Hook by Chance, they are still sticking to the jungle ban. They do decide to go for the Joy this time around, but maybe Fanny too, right, Itami?
That can be the case, and maybe if the Fanny is left out, they might go out for Van just might lock in the Fanny because he is comfortable with it and he loves picking out the Fanny as well. But as we were expecting the Hayabusa as well as the Joy, they are targeting out the junglers apparently. And Vikiki, they are going out with the regular draft. They don't, they are just focusing onto the scene that they do onto the tournament scene at least. That is prioritizing the meta heroes onto the ban section, which is quite acceptable. But it gives out a lot of choices for the side of Team Wikiki to pick out. The Kalia is open, the Lucas is also open, even the Suyo is there. So these are the heroes they have already picked up for the side, and it actually worked out. I guess it's only the Lucas that is yet to be picked out.
Hmm. Certainly, but while we are waiting for the ban, I was looking at the score for Wikiki. They're in a three score, and so is their Tung 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 Sahur as well. Triple.
Triple.
Something happening for Wikiki at least. I mean, oh my
There we
goodness,
go.
Oh,
One
Fanny!
shot.
First pick Fanny coming in
expected.
from
Okay.
Wikiki.
Hmm.
Expected by Tami though.
One
Predicted, but
Satoru.
okay.
Man.
Man
You
Satoru.
know, he finally got his hands onto that Fanny, one of his signature picks. So locking it in that level of confidence is absurd, but still, it is acceptable. And by chance, they might just go out with a crowd control, Roma. That might be a Kufra. A good answer might be there. Saber, it is out of question. It is a situational kind of a pick, and we don't see Saber often onto the tournament scene. But to counter against the Fanny, it can work out. But the question we were asking before is if Hook by Chance might go out with the draft, like the draft they did before, the meta kind of a draft, or maybe they might go out. Is the main question.
I think there might be a mishap here into the draft phase, but yeah, let's talk about the draft, right? I think this time
Hmm.
around, even if they accidentally open out the fanny, even though it's opened, Van Satoru can use it. He can go for the first pick because this guy we have seen onto the fanny, he's been so amazing on it, as well as the serial into on top of that, and they have a very very wide hero pool. And Hook by Chance, I think, if they open out the fanny, they're gonna be needing a tanky set. They're gonna be needing the Fredrin, but they have to set up for the Fredrin because the Fredrin can be easily countered, like the carry, and we can see the Valir was also easily countering the Fredrin because the Valir is into the mid lane, which means that he's going to be all over the map, and the Fredrin is also the jungle. He's also going to be all over the map, and they're going to be always mirroring each other's movement, and Valir will be having a greater time just trying to taunt him out time and again. And I think this time around, if they want to do this, they have to pick this situational hero into the last minute, or else I think we
Yeah.
all know now we have a lot of the things that we have gathered for Wikiki here. They are a star-studded team, and they be able to draft to the full potential. And I think they're they have chances as well. They have a lot of stuff that they could do. They have a lot of flexibility into their lanes as well, and they have been using a lot of different heroes too, right?
Yeah. That is, acceptable, as well as they are showing the fact that they have a lot of flex pick, as well as they are not limited on the hero. So Hook by Chance, by far onto the three games, like we noticed, they haven't gone out for an assassin jungle. So maybe they will be prioritizing the assassin jungle, maybe, or will they go out with another utility and leave? If that will be the case once again, then it is not a good idea, because we did see the Valid completely dominating right from the start on to the second game, and Viol was quite a monster onto it. So Vikiki, they just might go out with a counter draft, and they have the first pick advantage. So even if Hook by Chance they will be coming up with the two next picks, Vikiki just might find the comfort as well as the counter, and they will just be trying to avoid the potential that Hook by Chance they might try to extend the game and maybe pull up a surprise kind of an epic comeback. So they might not just do it because the score is already 3-0 and they are on point. So, throwing it out like that will not be a good idea.
Well, can I say something?
Yeah.
I've been
Sure.
itching to say this. Redraft meta.
Oh
Redraft
my
meta.
god.
I had to say
Okay.
it. I had to say it.
Let's
I'm so
go.
sorry. I had to say it. Ah, redraft meta happening.
Are you satisfied
But
now? Redraft?
But
you know.
guys, chill. Yeah. It's not that serious at least. And
Not
yeah, hopefully it's not that serious. And we are heading for. Are we actually going for a redraft?
Yeah, we have to wait and find out because you know what I wanna know, Itami, is that who's gonna be taking out that 10,000? It's a very big
Hmm.
money, and
Yeah.
one looks very promising because they are so close to victory, and one have a chance because their aim is also hook by chance because they will be able to grab set if they play their cards right. But the thing is, their future is looking so bleak because they are three games down already, so they cannot risk losing any even one game. The only thing they can pull out is if they pull a BTK. You know what I mean. Cloud9 BTK.
Yeah.
They
Oh.
will be only then they'll be able to do it. So yes, there we go. The answer to your question, Itami. We are back into the drafting phase with Kiki onto the first
Okay.
pick. Took by chance onto the second pick again. So the thing is it gonna be a redraft, Dewo, or is it gonna be a new draft?
Oh, redraft won't really matter as well because it
The
was not
bands,
quite
yeah.
that far into the game. So I think
Mm,
it is gonna be the same draft at least to the point where yep, that is the
Okay.
same draft. So basically the same draft.
Hmm.
So well, it won't
Guys,
much matter. But
same
the
draft.
you
Fanny
know,
picked up by Valiant. So
hmm, one thing I would like to clear out is we just confirmed it. It is not a redraft. It is the same draft. It was just some bit of a technical issue and it was fixed. So the picks and the bans are the same. And Wikiki, I guess they will be going out with the same pick that was the Fanny, or maybe not. We are yet to see that. And maybe they might pull out another pocket pick. They have the first pick advantage, so it will depend what they will be going with.
Fanny, right? Fanny, they has to go with the Fanny. They have to. Because I really need to see, because WarDrum, Underdog ends. Advance Satoru on the Fanny is something of my bucket list. Just play the Fanny, my dude. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. But like we have no, right? The Fredrin can also be used as a counter. White Suns has been using the Fredrin, but not to much avail. But they'll be able to have the redemption arc there, but try to be a little bit
Okay,
more
it's the same.
onto the Is it
Thank
is
God.
it the Fanny? Okay. There we go. The dudes Satoru Vent Satoru onto the Fanny, and then I'm gonna be seeing. I don't know about you guys. I'm so excited for this Fanny.
I am as well.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, really?
Sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
I
Hook
mean,
by
just said
chance.
thank God when the Penny came out, so he's definitely excited.
Yeah.
But yeah, coming back to Hook by Chance, once again, Moskov in their hands, and this time Lucas out there for Hook by Chance. But Kalea picked up by Wikiki this time as well.
A Kalea as well as a Harith. So yeah, Harith against Moscow, it works out, and his Chrono Dash will be coming up quite handy if he is outfarmed. He has already outfarmed, so that will be one condition for that Harith to actually dish out a lot of damage. And one thing I just noticed is it is Mikasa, Sakura, as well as Killua. Hunter x Hunter, Naruto, as well as Mikasa Attack on Titan. So, anime collaboration, here we go.
And even the enemy map, and not enemy,
Yeah.
what am I? Animated
Yeah,
map. Yeah. Hook by
Yeah.
chance. Okay. We know.
Against a
Yeah.
Naruto.
Oh, okay. We are gonna be
There's a
seeing another
Naruto.
KOF. Okay.
KOF.
Kalea is there. Harith is there. Killua is there. Sakura is there. What else? What is Naruto is
And
there,
he's
right?
also there. AOT, Mikasa.
Oh yeah, Mikasa. Yeah, I forgot. He have just said it. And look at the fireball boy. What is he gonna do here? I think the Valier. He's so good against the Harris. It's so underrated that I just want to say it out loud. That Valier is a good hero to go against the Harris. So definitely something that Hook by Chance are studying. But then again, there is a Mikasa here, sir. Mikasa is gonna be, diving in onto your backlines, and he's gonna be needing the flicker. And Valier is a consecutive damage dealer. He's not a bursty hero. He's a poke hero, which means that he's not going to be having the CC, the direct crowd control that will be able to help him survive. So the Fanny might be a problem for Hook by Chance. So they have to answer this Fanny anytime now. But the bans are in. Valentina gone. Understandable, right?
Yeah, definitely understandable. And Valir, he can be KOF skin as well. I guess it's Kyo Kusanagi. Or maybe he can go out with the Sanseiya. Anime collaboration.
Oh yeah, that
actually
Yes.
that can be the case. We are having a lot of anime collaboration, but okay, we will be coming up back to the point, forgetting about this weeb things, at least for now. And Hook by Chance, they have decided to go out with the Valentina high loss ban. So Valiant, it is quite acceptable because the mid laner yet to be picked out, and it can counter out the Lucas like it happened on first game. So even if Hook by Chance they were early game wise, they had the Lucas for their side and they were pulling up, but onto the late game phases they were kind of trembling down. So Wikiki, I'll be honest, I want to see a pocket kind of from them, maybe a Zhao, or maybe I'm just gonna predict it. If he goes for the Zhao, then he has sent me a message. So if he goes for it, I'll
Oh.
definitely share it with you guys.
Oh, Itami is just not gonna go crazy if a cow gets picked up,
Yeah.
But we're definitely getting anime vibes from this pick, this bands and picks out there. Not the bands, the picks at least. But oh my goodness, Hook by Chance, first time using up there Arlo this time in the EXP or in the room.
Novaria.
But oh wait, a Novaria comes in for the side of Wikiki. Well, understandable because they already have a Herit. So it is gonna be helping them with the vision and the hitbox capacity increase as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's definitely required. But the thing is, when you have a Fanny onto your side, right, you are not necessarily entitled to win your lane, which means that you can go for any kind of draft that you possibly want. Just go ban out the heroes that the Fanny will have a great,
Okay,
not a
never mind.
not a hard time with. That can be annoying.
Okay.
Not so.
Uh,
Sorry, it's a me because we are gonna be seeing a CC, and look at that, the Kufa band I really like from Wikiki because Kufa with the bouncing ball, another ball, it will be always stopping out the Fanny most of the time. But Hook by Chance, they do have a thing for them because they're still Lucas is still a flex. So what is there another sustain gonna be? Is it or this time around are we gonna be seeing an assassin? Oh, wait, it's gonna be a perfect choice for the Fredin. Oh no because CC is there, right? 2 damage.
yeah. Yeah. They just need to lock in the jungler. And looking at the composition, Lucas can also go out to the jungle. And
Yeah.
against that CC, the Phobius is not coming up because it is already banned out. But it can be an okay,
Oh,
okay. The
oh
teleportation
my
guy, the
goodness.
fox,
Teleportation
the
guy.
sneaky fox.
Yep. Yeah.
The chip
Fox
is
with the
getting picked
chips.
out.
Fox with the
Yes.
chips.
Is it
Yeah.
I
Fox
thought it
with
was
the
a raccoon though.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it is a raccoon. Never mind. It's not a fox.
I don't even know what it is. It looks like a raccoon to me.
Oh my goodness. Oh, Chip. We're questioning Chip and his what do you call it? Chip and his I forgot that
Chips.
word. But
Chip and his chips.
mm, yeah, Chip and his chips. Just let it be. Let it be.
Just
Yeah, let it
Oh,
be.
well.
guys,
I
it can
forgot that
actually be
word
a
actually. But,
it can actually be a
mhm.
dog as well. We don't know.
Oh
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
we
yeah,
don't
yeah.
know.
Yeah.
Also a
Dog,
rabbit.
raccoon,
But
dog, or
okay.
a fox.
Anyways,
Maybe.
whatever he is, he does the teleportation plays for his team. But one twist is he is not as sustainable as the other tank. So
That's the thing.
initiation wise, he can do it, but sustainability wise, he needs to be opening that shortcut play in order to make it more reliable for his team. As well as the opening, he needs to be finding it. But draft wise, I do believe Bistizi once again going out with a Kalea roam. So Novaria is there this time. She can just burst the valley down and she can provide the visions as well. Astral Echo, as well as the meteors coming up from her, is going to be quite handy. Low HP kind of escapes. If the Novaria's aim is up to the point, it's not going to be mattering. But, anyways, this is going to be the game number 4 onto the best of 7 series. Wikiki against Team Hook by chance, a match point for Wikiki. If they win it out, they win the underdogs brackets and they will be facing the top dogs later. We are coming on to the land of dawn. Let's say we are coming into the hidden leaf village, and here we go.
Oh, oh,
Game
yep, yep,
4.
yep, yep.
They will ninjas assemble. Here we are. This is a do or die for hook by chance. Wait, it kind of match, right? Do or die, hook by chance. This
Mm-hmm.
they'll definitely try to take this game because this is one of their last chance to that cash prize that we have at 10,000. So definitely they're trying to go in. But look at the mid side. There might be Pritam, might be in trouble.
Oh, might be in trouble as there are a lot of poke coming in. But too early for at least a first blood as of now, because both the teams are playing it out quite safe. But top lane, Warrior, definitely having trouble with our Hiroshi on that CC. Oh, that rhymed.
Urusi on the shishi. Oh, it's like a she. Wait,
Hiroshi on the
Oh,
shishi.
Hiroshi.
Hiroshi. All right.
Hiroshi on the CC, yeah.
Yeah. Van is trying to get that level 4 mark as soon as possible for now, and looks like okay, hook by chance they are coming up to the position. Oh, first blood! Goal gets the
Oh,
kill. Quite a good opening
goodness.
for the side of Team Kiki once again.
Perfect sniped from downtown. That was a good one for that, and I think the hyped over for Violi is trying to, he's got the confidence now. He's been playing all the majors that we have seen a different kind. But look at
Oh,
Van.
Oh
oh,
my goodness. Cutthroat coming in as well. Pritam gets taken out in
Abyss.
the hands of Abyss Chasey, but oh my goodness. Worldwide Handsome just doing the work. taking out the fish. In this case, it is the Sakura
Sakura.
out there, burning him with his fireballs.
Yeah. And the turtle has been spawned as well. So yeah, hope by chance they will be trying to contest it, or maybe not, because it was not one who got taken down. He can just go contest it, and looks like there might be an initiation onto the mid side.
Yep, certainly. Another initiation coming in. Oh my goodness. Arlott is just
Oh,
taking quite
oh,
low out there. Oh, okay.
Astroleko.
Astroleko coming in. Fanny Van Satoru out there gets caught up by our Lucas. Once again, goes for it. Abyss Cheesy onto Lucas this time. Gets taken down. Oh, Sakura just slammed out Naruto like how it happens in the anime, but Pritam might be on the danger. Once again, Sakura slam comes in from Abyss Cheesy while Ben Satoru takes the turtle, follows up on Pritam, gets him out. A great engage coming in from the side of Team Wikiki out there.
Yeah, there was a back and forth team fight, but they were able to use it to their full advantage. But Warriors did. Might be in
Oh,
trouble.
final slash.
Well, oh, final stars coming in from Warrior, but forced to flicker out because he doesn't deal much damage as of now.
Yeah.
Viol onto Navaria? Okay.
Okay.
Oh.
The donut coming up. The donut onto the face. And looks like Outlet he will be to engage onto that team fight, but okay. The better option for him is, just clear those lanes as soon as possible, because engages wise, Viol is doing a lot of pokes onto the EXP side, but okay. I hope Sansin is avoid of the fact that three of the members are still there onto the bush. And
Yep. Gets caught up right there. Lucas popping out his beast form.
Van goes
The
down.
Kurama gets Penny out. And that is another Sakura slam coming in from Abyss Cheesy. Gets Joker out, but he will be getting taken down as well. Harriet though goes for the Chrono Dash and the Zaman Force out there, but not enough damage. Sansin just takes him out, followed up by Hiroshi Pritam. Taking one kill for himself as well. Oh, Van Satoru on to Pritam. Gets his shield up. Oh, yep, definitely. The blades did work. Now, 1 versus 1, maybe, because Lucas is out there for the bush.
Naruto.
Escapes, definitely. Naruto did not land a hit out there.
Yeah, you do not want to fight against a very chunky beast right there, right? And look at that steal coming in for the side of Violi. He was able to snipe the donut onto the gold craft, and trying to see
Hiroshi.
that. But look at top Hiroshi. He's winning though.
Oh, bottom as well, because Hansen forced to use out his flicker to escape. And Warrior got taken down. Van Satoru out there flexing his fanny. And the heals coming in from Abyss Cheesy as well. I mean, the range is too big for the heal, right? Kind of need to nerf that one. But, bottom lane. Sansin picks out the shotgun. Oh, 3 people on to Sansin. Gets taken up. Fanny! Bad choice. Gets out as well. Viol and Abyss Cheesy out there by chance. Going after Abyss Cheesy. Oh my goodness. Dodges that perfectly. Oh, but still, Turtle though, in the hands of Team Hook by chance.
Overextension actually from the side of Team, Wikiki. I do understand the fact that they already have the 3-point lead, but that doesn't mean that they will be throwing the game. There goes.
Oh my goodness, Abyss Cheesy with the Sakura slam coming in, but Worldwide Handsome won't be escaping from the Fanny in her cutthroat. Gets his throat cut out. Pritam though, definitely escaping with a helicopter, but Joker gets the immune, gets away with his with the Viol. But my goodness, Viol missed out on the donut hitting on to Joker.
Yeah, and he was playing cat earlier on, but wasn't able to shoot down the lower HP members from the side of it by chance. And I think, this is what the problem is going to be for Evalier, right? The Fanny is always going to be diving in. He's already trying to go for the anti-heal, which is the glowing one, which is the perfect first choice for a hero like the Evalier. And maybe he can go for the tanky stuff, tanky defensive items. But this time around, look at the damage. Hiroshi might be in trouble.
Oh, yep, definitely. Hiroshi is in trouble as he gets marked down, but not much of an engage coming in from the side of Hook by chance, but never mind. There we go. Sakura Slam once again. Pritam gets taken down. The other Hiroshi, that is a double kill. Warrior as well. Might be trip.
Oh,
Oh, what?
Oh, never mind. Satoru. Oh, the donut snipe coming in from our dear Novaria. Just taking out the side of Team Hope by chance once again.
and they are just focusing onto their objectives as well. But Naruto, he is trying to do they buy your plays. Okay, he was able to dash it out,
Oh.
and looks like Joker, he was getting quite poked down as well. But the initiation are coming up from the side of Team Hook by chance. Problem is, if it is Wikiki, they come up with a trade, and all of the ultimates are baited out. That is when Hook by chance find the opening, and they were able to find those kill trades. But unfortunately, because of Vansatoru, because of his engages, they are not able to keep up with the kill count as well. It was quite equal, but this time Wikiki, they are getting back their lead apparently, so it will be depending upon the team fight. Joker as well as Chip has been caught down.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh,
My
nice.
goodness, donut hitting hard on Joker. But Hiroshi will be the sacrificial lamb for the side of Team Wikiki. 1-for-1 trade coming in. But still, quite a good trade. But Sansin going for a 1 versus 2 situation. Abyss Cheesy on the back line as well. Goes for the Sakura Slam. Pritam gets taken down in the hands of Sansin. On that, Harriet goes for more. But Hyo shutdown coming in.
oh, good
Naruto gets
shutdown.
taken down in the hands of Fanny. Gets his
Oh,
tails
oh,
cut
oh,
off, but
oh.
Van Satoru diving onto the turret was not a great choice for you, brother. But oh, Abyss Cheesy gets a
No,
final sweep from Warrior. That is a double kill in his hands. Okay, the
yeah.
outcome is not looking, our outcome is not predictable as of now.
Yeah, it's very unpredictable, like you mentioned, because it's going a pendulum. It's like a TikTok. There's this up and forth, back and forth. It's just trying to fight all around the map. But what I think for sure is that Moalana, onto the Lucas. He's been trying to shine a lot onto this hero, and into the previous 3 games that we've seen so far, he was not able to find his footing or his specific star shining moment. But this time around, he's been able to take down one Satoru twice onto the backlines, and he was able to use the base round to the perfect manner that he's been trying to use it. And I think this is the chance that White Towns will be having trying to grab it, but look at that damage.
So once again, Tsunami Slam coming in from Abyss Cheesy. This time does pop out the shotgun on time. But oh, Abyss Cheesy gets caught up and Naruto gets a clap back onto Sakura this time. And another 1-for-1 trade coming in. But Hiroshi all the
Yeah.
way onto Valir. But oh, there are a lot of
Oh,
people to help him away. But once
Oh,
again, Yol with the donut snipe coming in as well.
okay.
Joker hits his SOD onto Sansin, but not an optimal situation for a team fight.
oh, look at
Oh,
Satoru going for Arlot right into the base. Oh, does secure it very
this
successfully,
guy.
but
Oh,
Viol gets caught up with flickers out from
oh.
Naruto out as well. The beast, the tail beast blast is definitely there, but not enough. But another tsunami slam comes in from Abyss Cheesy, but
oh,
Fanny on the back line pops it out on to Lucas. Pritam falls down as well in the hands of Sansin. Pops out the shortcut once again, but 2 people down for the side of Team Hook by Chance once again.
And
yep.
looks like Wikiki, they will be able to take down Red Lord quite easily at this point because Van, this guy is absolutely fearless. He just goes in, he doesn't even care about the turrets, he just gets the kill and gets back. That is, I kind of get that hook by chance. Why they were trying to ban out the Fanny, and why did they pick out the Arlet as well? Oh, oh, good
Joker!
escape!
Oh my goodness, the outplay coming in
Oh,
from
donut!
Joker, but not the snipe is also helping him take down as well. Oh my goodness, someone needs to study that the SOD. Might be a clutch, but definitely a really good clutch coming in from Joker. But once again, Hiroshi gets a final sweep on to himself by Arlot. Gets away!
Oh,
Oh my goodness, the amount of HP that this guy has, but more and more engaged coming in as Abyss Cheesy goes for the Tsunami Slam. It gets onto Pritam. Sansin gets the double. Abyss Cheesy gets taken out, gets the triple, and a
Maniac?
mega for Vin
Oh, no.
Satoru. But oh no,
uh,
Maniac, but unstoppable for the side of team. Wikiki, that is a full team wipeout coming in.
Yep, a
Yeah.
full team wipeout, and they're just standing there, showing out the dominance in Sansin and Violi with the recall plays. And look at that! Oh, TikTok, there we go.
Oh.
One photo. We know you're good onto the Fanny Madut, and he's showing it out as well. Look at Madara. They're just running
Yeah.
down to the lane.
They're just going for the base, and okay, Team Wiki Key
Oh
with
my
the complete
goodness.
sweep, as well as taking the game number 4 and the grand finals for the underdog brackets 4-0. They just, they didn't just broke Hook by chance, they demolished them.
Demolish them indeed. This is what we are seeing right now. Do not open to Fanny. But you know what? I think they did handle out of any. The one game that Mualana Roach plays well is the game that they had to lose out Joker. I think he was able to farm quite well, like in comparison to the first game, to the previous game as well. But this time around, there was so many kill pressure coming out from the side of Team Wikiki here because they have Hiroshi with the Vengeance, right? It was a good choice to go for the Vengeance because Moskov is a lot of he deals a lot of crit damage as well with the penetration that he have onto the passive. So he's been, suicidal for a while because the vengeance has already popped always most of the time by Hiroshi. And I think with Van Satoru onto the Fen, he's got a lot of damage. He's maybe dying 4 times. It's quite a lot for him. But he's got a lot of damage. Just one, two cable swing and the cut through it. He was able to take down Zuko time and again. And I think there has not been a response for the side of Hook by Chance to go against the Fanny. So yeah, they deserve the victory so well.
Yeah. Complete dominant kind of a performance, not just onto this game, but mostly onto the entire series. And Bikiki, they might actually just be the underdogs who can, come up with a good competition against the top dogs. You never know.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I do hope they will be coming up well prepared. And whether they will be facing the eliminators or maybe Zohan. So it will be a tough match for them compared to this one. And because they are facing the top dogs this time, and hopefully they will be preparing well. But anyways, congratulations to Team Wikiki and congratulations to Team Hook by Chance as well for coming up as the runners up for the tournament onto the
Mhm.
underdog brackets. Your efforts were there, but it was a complete clean sweep, and Wikiki with the complete dominance, but still Hook by Chance they did try, but trying was not enough for today.
Yeah, definitely. The effort was there, but not enough to at least beat the top teams as of now for the side of underdogs. Now, well, I would like to commend, Joker on the Moscow because he did
Yep, definitely, definitely.
exceptionally well. I mean, that moment should be the highlight of the match at least because, escaping with the 1 HP, sort of HP. I mean, against even against a Fanny. So it's been quite the adrenaline rush watching the two teams out fight it out as well.
It was perfect, right? It was perfect. You have your signing moment when you are on the losing side. You know how the saying goes, "Lose with style." That has to be what Hook by Chance are standing for, and they're definitely going in style. But this might not be the end. We might be seeing them next time around. But who are we are gonna be seeing to the next round is gonna be Wikiki, who's gonna be going against, like Itami mentioned, the top dogs, ET versus Joe Hunt. So, okay, well, I know you definitely want ET to win, but who want like to win. But Itami, you can stand for Wiki. That's your team.
Yeah, because I love supporting the underdog. They are,
Valid.
I do believe that they are the underdogs, but not the underground. And that is what exactly is happening onto this. And hopefully, against the top dogs, I do hope they will be coming up as a tough competition. It will be underdogs versus the top dogs soon, and for tomorrow as well as day after tomorrow. Yeah, day after tomorrow also we do have matches. Tomorrow will be the finals. Zohunt versus Eliminators, the best of 7. Top dog versus the top dog. So for today, that will be it. Me, Tami, will be signing off with Zivo and Debbie. Anything you guys still want to add up?
Well, the only thing I can say is we are excited for tomorrow's final as well.
Yeah.
Team Zohan going against Team Eliminators. May the best team win, but I'm still rooting for Team Eliminators. But still,
Mhm.
so it's
Of
gonna
course.
be an exciting matches out as well. Gotta be out. Can't wait for tomorrow. Can't wait for tomorrow.
Yep, definitely. May the best team wins, but I'm meaning Johan wins. Just kidding. Yeah, that's it. That's it, Itami. We're excited.
Yeah. Okay, then for today, that will be it. Me, Tami, as well as Z. Good night, everybody, and take care.